Hi, this is Kazarov.
On August 22, 2025, 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska was fatally stabbed aboard a Charlotte light rail train in North Carolina. The suspect, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown Jr., with a long criminal history and diagnosed mental health issues, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The attack was unprovoked. Surveillance footage shows Brown pulling a knife from his pocket, standing and striking Zarutska multiple times. Trump and his administration condemned the murder as brutal, calling it an example of failures in crime prevention in Democratic-led cities. Trump demanded the death penalty immediately, insisting on a quick trial, and put blame on local soft-on-crime policies and cashless bail laws. He called Brown an animal and said there was no other option than the death penalty for someone who killed an innocent refugee seeking safety in America. Local and national officials have joined in the outrage. Discussions are now underway about federal intervention and reform of bail and criminal justice procedures.
Oh, this one hits hard. I see what Trump's doing, and I'm fully with him on this. Irina Zarutska came in America looking for peace, and she gets slaughtered on a train. That's not just tragedy, that's a failure. And when someone in power says, that's a horrific act, let's get justice, I don't criticize, I praise. Because justice is the bare minimum. Trump demanding the death penalty. Yes? Yes, absolutely. When you do something so vile, you don't get leniency, you don't get excuses. Animal is a strong word, but it's earned here. And yeah, Musk has also been calling out how this kind of crime keeps happening, pointing at failed policies. We need strong voices telling the truth, no sugarcoating, no politically correct softness that lets people rot in broken systems. And let me say this, the people who say mental health, homelessness, previous arrests, that matters. It matters. But that doesn't absolve responsibility. If someone is on the street, if someone is dangerous, if local law enforcement of judicial policies let them out too easy, then that's on the politicians. That's on the system. And yes, Trump calling out cashless bail and weak laws is right. Because you can't prioritize ideology over public safety when innocent people die. I'm with Trump and Musk on this. Zero tolerance. If Democrats are refusing to toughen laws, refusing to take crime seriously, refusing to protect victims, they have blood on their hands. The government's first job is safety, and if that means enforcing, punishing, even pursuing the death penalty when the crime is monstrous, do it, okay? Do it. I don't want safe words. I want action. I want accountability.
After Trump's statement, federal prosecutors confirmed that Brown faces charges both at the state and federal levels, including a federal count for causing death on a mass transit system that could allow the death penalty. Charlotte officials expressed sorrow and called for reforms in bail procedures. Local Democrats countered that simply demanding harsher punishments isn't enough, urging better mental health interventions and societal support. Zarutska's family said they are heartbroken, demanding systemic change to prevent similar tragedies. The case has sparked political backlash, Republicans criticizing Democratic mayors, while civil rights groups warn of potential overreach and misuse of capital punishment. Meanwhile, media outlets are debating whether Trump's strong rhetoric represents justice or politicization of violence. Public opinion appears divided. Many Americans want safety and justice. Some worry about fairness in the justice system and protecting the rights of the accused.
Alright, here's the deal. People who worry about fairness, fine, that's necessary, but fairness doesn't mean letting monsters roam free. This isn't some ideology contest, it's about human life and security. I'm tired of seeing innocent lives lost while politicians argue semantics. If Brown had 14 arrests, if Brown was out on bail or released under weak policies, that's not just a court case, that's negligence. Trump's right to blast that. And when Musk joins in, pointing out that policies are failing, that's not just noise, it's solidarity with victims. We need those loud voices. I back Trump on using this moment to push reform. If laws are weak, bail is too soft, the justice system is tied up in red tape, let's cut through it. If mental health services are failing, let's fix them. But none of that excuses murder. None of that excuses letting someone with that record wander until tragedy hits. To those who say capital punishment is dangerous or that Trump is politicizing, I say this: yes, strong rhetoric matters because people need to see that the state won't tolerate this, because otherwise we normalize this violence. You want deterrence? Then you push consequences. Justice must be fierce when evil acts are clean, unprovoked. Let's use this moment. Pass tougher bills, reform bail so dangerous people aren't free, fund mental health so we catch issues early, hire more security where public transit is dangerous, but don't let political correctness weaken the response. I want Trump and Musk to lead on this. Yes, I own this. Not with empty words, not with empty words, but with policies, punishment, accountability. Because if we don't demand justice now, we demand nothing.